Just getting to the end of the day and surviving the night must feel like a miracle in the Gaza Strip. Palestinians plead for safety, wrote Philippe Lazzarini, head of UNRWA, the main UN relief agency in Gaza, in an endless, deepening tragedy, a broken hell on earth. It must be just as hellish for the hostages taken by Hamas and for the families of their victims. War is a cruel furnace that puts humans through terrible agonies, but its heat can produce changes that seemed impossible. It happened in Western Europe after World War II. Old enemies who had killed each other for centuries chose peace. Will the war in Gaza shock Israelis and Palestinians into ending their century of conflict over the land between the Mediterranean Sea and the Jordan River? I've been watching a video of a woman wrecked by grief, sitting next to the body of her husband, Mohammed Abu Shah, as Israel and Egypt are not allowing journalists to enter Gaza. I have not met her. I haven't been able to find out her name, which was not posted alongside those of her dead husband and children. In the video, it is as if she hopes, somehow, that the power of her grief will bring him back. I swear, we promised to die together. You died and left me. What are we supposed to do? God, Mohammed, get up. For God's sake, my beloved, I swear to God, I love you. For God's sake, get up. Our children roundabout are here with you. Get up. The two children were with their father because all three of them had just been killed by Israel. An airstrike destroyed the house they were hoping would shelter them in Rafah. I visited Yonatan Zajan at his flat in Tel Aviv. It was a comfortable home, full of his children's toys. Among the family photos I recognized his mother, Vivian Silva, who was one of Israel's leading campaigners for peace with the Palestinians. Vivian was in the family home in Kibbutz Be'eri, on the border with Gaza, when Hamas attacked on the 7th of October. The first time I met Yonatan, in the days after their kibbutz was attacked, he was hoping his mother had been taken into Gaza as a hostage. When he heard the air raid sirens in Tel Aviv, he rang Vivian. They switched to WhatsApp as they heard gunfire and explosions in the kibbutz, hoping that if she made no noise, Hamas would bypass the house. He read out the texts they exchanged, first some black humor and suddenly serious and full of love as she realized a massacre was happening. She wrote me, "They're inside the house, it's time to stop joking and say goodbye," he tells me. And I wrote back that I love you, Mum. I have no words, I'm with you. Then she writes, I feel you. And then that was it. That's the last message. The next day, I visited her house in the kibbutz and saw it was burnt out. It took weeks for investigators to find Vivian Silva's remains in the ash left behind in the safe room. Yonatan has given up his career as a social worker to campaign for peace. They came into my country and killed my mother because we didn't have peace. So, to me, this just proves the point that we need it, he says. It could go either way. Catastrophes like this create changes in societies in the world, and I believe that it can lead to a better future.